Hey, it's Sonny from Airguns ARP, SHOT Show update on FX air rifles. Let's start with this. You want to see something sexy? You're looking at something pretty damn sexy. What is it? The FX Wildcat MKII. Take a close look at the picture though. You notice something else on here. Something a little different to the right of the Wildcat. See it yet? Where it says smooth twist something? Smooth twist X system maybe? But first, let's back up a step. Wildcat was first introduced in 2015, and it quickly became one of not the top-selling PCP air rifles, definitely the top-selling bullpup in the world. It's been 3 years, and things have changed. And the Mark II, the Wildcat Mark II, takes that amazing platform and shows what 3 years of experience and some good old-fashioned Swedish engineering can do to an already amazing platform. Speaking of amazing platforms, have you heard about the FX Crown? You probably have, and if you're a Wildcat enthusiast, you probably wish that that interchangeable barrel system was available for things other than the Crown. Well, it's been announced for the Impact and the Wildcat Mark IIs. So, what does that mean? That means the Mark II has you covered. That smooth twist X barrel system and the different twist rate liners, they're going to be available in the Wildcat Mark II. Look for those different twist rates to be available starting this spring, and the Mark II's available, pretty soon at your local retailer. So, what other changes make the Mark II different than the Mark I? Well, that interchangeable barrel system, that smooth twist X barrel system that's available, it's going to lower the weight a little bit, and it's going to make the lightweight FX Wildcat feel even lighter in the hand. Secondly, they've upgraded a bunch of things internally. Upgraded airflow, upgraded reloading system, upgraded trigger system, nice new upgraded target trigger on it, mean that the end user is going to see an improved shot count and better shot-to-shot consistency out of the Mark II. But that's not all that we have in store. We'll get to the Mark II Compact in a sec, but first, some more on the standard Mark IIs. So, it's available in 22 and 25 caliber. In 22 caliber, we're looking at about 6 pounds without the scope. We're looking at a 19.5-inch barrel, makes the 22 Wildcat Mark II 26.5 inches long. You get 30 FPE out of it. 230 cc 230 bar fill is going to give you roughly 30 shots. Standard 11mm dovetail rail on the top, so you can mount whatever optics you want. Finally, initially it's going to be available in walnut, laminate, and the synthetic soft touch stock that FX is known for. 25 caliber, we're going to see a little heavier at 6.5 pounds. That's because we're looking at a 23.6-inch barrel for a 33-inch overall length, 47 foot-pounds of energy, a 300cc air cylinder instead of the 230 on the 22 cal. Still have that 230 bar, also known as around 3030 psi fill, and the dovetail rail for it. Now, things change up because now we also have, for those of you who are hunters, the FX Wildcat Mark II Compact. So the Compact is FX taking people's requests for something that was even smaller and more hunter and field friendly, and that's the Mark II Wildcat Compact. So it's a little shorter, but more importantly, it has a couple pretty slick features. The two that I want to point out for those of us here in the US to get excited about are going to be the rails. We have a Picatinny scope rail on the top and a Picatinny accessory rail on the bottom. That'll make it a lot easier for mounting flashlights, for mounting bipods, for mounting, whatever you want on there. Personally, I'm looking forward to it because that's where I'm going to mount the battery for my night vision scope on the Mark II that I'm hoping my wife lets me buy. So, what else does the Mark II do? It's still in 25 caliber, and it still produces the same 47 foot-pounds of energy as the standard Wildcat Mark II, but this is what else the Compact has that makes it a little different. So the Compact is just that. It's a little shorter, it's a little lighter. Still 25 caliber. We're looking at 6.25 pounds without scope, 19.5-inch barrel, 26.5-inch overall length without the moderator on, 30-inch overall length with the 5-inch included moderator on. Still looking at 47 FPE. We're looking at a slightly smaller air capacity at 230 cc. It's going to get about 30 to 32 shots per fill. Gotta love the upgrades that the FX team have brought to the Mark IIs. Hey, but most importantly, picatinny rails. Picatinny on the top, picatinny on the bottom. For those of you who use optics that we have here in the US and are fans of those picatinny tile systems like myself, you're gonna love it. These first changes with the Wildcat Mark II are a great way to start 2018 for FX airguns. I know that they have some big changes in store later this year that'll probably be announced at some of the European shows. Now, availability on the Wildcat Mark II standards, they should be available at your favorite retailer right now. Call them, make sure that that's what they have in stock and available. As far as the compacts, those are going to start shipping mid-February to dealers. And finally, those Smooth Twix X barrels and liners are going to begin being available later in February and early in March. So, thanks FX for the updates. Looking forward to what you guys have in store for us. This is Tony from Airguns, Air Rifles, and Pistols. Happy shooting.